Welcome back to the weeblounge. I am Nick, and clan battles are still going, and this is the Mad Bear, boss number 4. I don't think he's just mad, he's scary as hell. If I ran into this thing into a forest, I would just probably fall over dead from seeing it. Alright, that bear might be a little mad, but we're pretty glad he doesn't hurt as much as he looks like he should. Okay. This bear is really similar to the first boss. It's all physical damage, and he hits the tank, the frontline character, and adds a little bit of a physical attack damage down debuff. Well, if you're putting that on the tank doesn't do much damage anyways, who cares? Okay, that pretty much sums that up. Yeah, we don't care about this debuff. The significant one is when he does his Union Burst. It is a pretty good chunk of damage to the 3 frontmost characters along with a stun. And that can slow down your DPS a little bit. So you're going to need a little bit of a healer. But once again, depending on your group makeup, you don't necessarily need a full healer. Let's go ahead and get in here and take a look. And no, you don't fight in a forest in this one. Alright, now as far as tanks go, I was like, you know, I kind of want to bring in one that heals herself. So, Miyako. Miyako's pretty good at that. I've got her at 3 stars. Works out pretty good. Kaori, because Kaori is a dog and likes to punch bears. Or so I've heard. Support, we're going to bring in Makoto again because everybody except me's got Makoto. My God, how many Makotos do we have? It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Akino once again for the heal. Now, if you don't happen to have Akino, you're going to probably need somebody else that does a little bit of a heal here and there. You know, maybe you can get away with Yukari, you know, maybe Yui or whatever, but you're going to need a little something because you can't just have nothing. It ain't going to work out for you. And Mimi, because, like in the other videos, Bunny's cute. I like Mimi. Mimi's funny. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Mimi actually does do some pretty good damage, and she has a little attack buff up and everything, so that's why I like bringing in Mimi. She's, you know, really good DPS and support, pretty good too. I actually want to take her to 3 stars sooner than later. Now you see the tank's not really taking all that much damage, but over time that does add up. The little bit of tick heal we got going, and there's the punch. Now you see why I got Akino in there. It does hit the back 2 characters pretty significantly, but obviously not enough to kill him. But with Akino in there, she's going to whip out that jewel here, but pretty soon start that tick healing again. Come on, there. Oh, come on, get your jewel out. There you go. Does a Union Burst too. That's all good. The jewel's going. The heals are ticking away, and we're safe again. It's Akino actually comes in really handy more often than not. I got to give her credit for that. She's not the best DPS in the world, but the utility is awesome with that character. And then we just rinse and repeat. Now, one little note I'm going to give you guys is that depending on your group makeup, you might want to do this one manually. I've noticed that several characters, their TP gauge fills to such a degree where it could go off. If you have it on auto, it's full, it's ready to go. But that's right when old bear guy does his ultimate. All right, but if you did it manually, you could click him and get him off before the ultimate. Why is that any kind of importance? Well, if you drain your TP gauge before he does his ultimate, then when he does his ultimate and you take damage, you get extra TP gauge out of it. Now, maybe you can make something with it. Chances are it's not really going to make that big of a difference. Maybe a couple of points, but, you know, it's all about min-maxing. So keep that in mind. Also, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Mad Bear ain't all that bad. It turns out that most of these fights, at least thus far, can use more or less the same kind of group makeup. You just have to switch a few out, especially if you're on your 2nd or 3rd fight where you can't keep using the same character, right? So do what you can, modify accordingly. If you don't have Akino, I'd probably recommend bringing Chica. If you don't have either one of those available, then, you know, you got to make do. You got to figure it out for yourselves. See you in the next video.